Hey guys, what's up? My name is Claire. If this is your first time to my channel, it's so great to have you here. Today's video is just kind of like a get ready with me, but then I do this pinky look. It's something that's not like super duper glam and extra. It's something that you can like wear all the time, but it still gives you a color. Like sometimes when you do like a pink or like a blue or a green, you feel like, oh, it's too dramatic to wear out in public, like on the day-to-day. But this is something that's just a normal pink makeup look, and so yeah, it's super easy to do, and I just wanted to do something a little bit different, but I'll talk all about my inspo and all that stuff in the video. So without further ado, go ahead and subscribe. I post new videos 3 times a week, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna spray my face with this Smashbox primer water, and then I'm also gonna do what I've been doing for a couple of months now, or maybe just like a month, I don't know. I'm gonna spray this Mario Badescu did it focus? Mario Badescu skincare. It's the facial spray. I'm gonna spray that too. I'm really into facial sprays, if you can't tell. They just they make you feel like at least you get some part of your life together. I don't know what it is. I'm also gonna go in with some Smashbox Photo Finish primer. It's this stuff right here. It went missing for a long time, and then I found it. My biggest problem, honestly, is like just keeping track of where all of my stuff goes between my like travel makeup bag, my backpack, my purse. Okay, I just want to say, I just saw this primer smooth out my forehead right there. Like when I applied that, I literally saw my pores go away. So I guess I've just never really watched it. But this primer is like a really good primer. It really, like when it says smooth and blur, it really does feel like it does that. It's a little bit more jelly feeling than what I'm used to, but it really does feel like it makes your like foundation look more of like a flawless look rather than like, I don't know, kind of bumpy and crusty. I put on some fake bake right before I started filming this, or about 30 minutes ago, and so I'm gonna start turning darker. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rinse off in the shower in like an hour and a half. I'm just not gonna rinse my face off. So the foundation that I'm gonna use is gonna look like it's a little bit too dark for me, but after I put on concealer and after I wash off everything, and like it's gonna be my right color by the end of the night. I'm having like a friend night tonight. It's my last like real college weekend, and it's also Easter weekend. I'm very upset about it. The foundation that I'm using is the Tarte Shape Tape foundation in the shade Light Medium Honey, and I will admit this one is like way too dark for me on the regular, but because I have on like a fake tan, it's gonna match my neck. I don't really put fake tan on my face, so that's why I have to like go a little bit darker. I also have some super exciting news, like very, very exciting. I'm going to be announcing it. I don't know when I'm going to be announcing it. I don't know when I can. I have to figure out when I can. It's literally like a little dream come true, and something that I didn't see coming at all in my life. And then I'm going to go into the concealer that I've been using the most lately. It's the Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer. And this is in the shade Snow. Which for it to be called Snow, it's a little bit like yellow. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like a true like white. I really am the worst at picking out like matching my color, especially when I'm like in the store. Like I'll go into Ulta or Sephora and like pick out my own foundation and think that it matches me perfectly, and then I will get home and it's just like, Claire girly, why do you do things? Why don't you just let somebody help you? I'm also gonna do a little thin strip down the nose, because I noticed like down the nose is where the most of my makeup will go away throughout the night, which is really just like unfortunate. Now before I set my face, I've really been liking cream contours lately before I go in with a bronzer, just because I feel like it kind of snatches your face a little bit more. My face has been kind of puffy, so I'm gonna go into the Tarte the Sculptor, I think is what this is called. All the words are like meshed off, but I got it during like Tarte's sale last year, where it was like you get like 9 items for $63, which was just like kind of crazy. And this is in the shade 1. But yeah, I'm just gonna contour a little bit, and make sure you do this before you put on any kind of setting powder, or it's just not gonna go good. I use this like buffery brush. I think I got this from Target, and I'm just gonna do small circles, and instead of like scooping down, I always just make sure I kind of work up a little, because it's more okay to like scoot it up, but you don't want it to go too far down. I'm just gonna go around and push this into the hairline, I have so many baby hairs. Like, it's crazy. And then we're gonna go on the sides of the nose. Now we're going to go ahead and go in with my favorite setting powder of all time, the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. It's just like a lot of setting powders like leave you with cakey or like flashback in pictures and stuff, and this is the only one that I have ever found that actually works. It locks in all of your makeup, and then it also gives you like no flashback, and it allows you to have just like a bright, smooth under eye. I've always compared it to like, it just feels like ice, you know, just super like smooth ice, not chunky ice. And now we're going to go ahead and bronze our face as well while we're at it. We're going to go into the Casey Holmes collab, the Butter Bronzer. It's just such a good bronzer, and it smells so good. It smells like summer. So I'm just going to dive into this bronzer and just kind of go over all the areas we contoured. It just kind of makes the contour look more blown out. And then now that we put on the bronzer, I'm just going to cut down here, because I really like Jaclyn Hill kind of made me really like this move, because it kind of just makes it look more of like a clean cut contour, you know what I'm saying? Okay guys, so you can tell I did do my brows, and then I went ahead and dusted off all of the setting powder, and it just is amazing how smooth it feels. But we are going to finish like the blush and the highlight and all that after we do the eyes. I've just been really wanting to do the eyes. I've been thinking about it all day, and I watched the Beyonce Homecoming video, and she just has like a shimmery eye, and it has like a pink gold shift to it. Because I don't really want to do anything that's super blown out. I don't really want to do a wing. I just want to do something like circular, but not like a halo eye, but just something like what I used to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really think I can do it like hers. Like, hers was just too pretty. And just like natural looking. Been listening to her music from the Homecoming album. She put it on iTunes, and it just makes me want to go dance. That's really all it makes me want to do. But the first thing I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to go into this shade in the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. As you can see, these are like my most used shades in the whole palette, and this dark brown down here. That's just like my go-to thing. So I'm just going to take that with this fluffy brush and just kind of work it into the crease. And it's just such a soft brownish nude neutral color, and it works just great like on the whole entire lid alone, or just as a nice little transition shade, just to lightly soften up and deepen your crease at the same time. Now I want to pinken it up a little bit, but keep it kind of neutral. So I'm going to go into this Kylie Cosmetics Valentine's Day palette, and I'm going to go into this color called Pink Problems. It's just like a neutral, but it has like a warm pink to it, and I'm actually going to use that same brush. And we're just gonna put that, oh, maybe not that same brush. Okay, so that brush couldn't handle what I was throwing at it, so I'm gonna go into this Morphe M330 brush that kind of just is a little bit more precise, and it allows us to get a little bit, let's zoom y'all in. Okay, this Morphe 330 brush allows us to just kind of work our way a little bit deeper into the crease without being so dramatic. That brush was just too dramatic. Okay, I want us to have some fun, so I'm just going to take this Morphe Flat M167 brush and spritz it with a little bit of setting spray. And then, if I say fun, I want to use like not just one color. I want to kind of just make it a little bit pinky and gold vibes. And I'm going to go into, which one? This brighter pink shade in the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. It has like a gold shift to it, and it's like one of my favorite color pinks ever. I mean, it has a major gold shift to it. And it's just super pretty, and we're going to put this on the outer half of the eye, work it out here, and then also on this outer edge, and we're going to deepen it up out here once we get everything locked and loaded. Okay, I'm loving how this is looking right now. It's just really pretty and just gorgeous. And now we're going to take another little tinier flat brush, and we're also going to spritz it just with anything wet. I'm using that Mario Badescu spray. I'm going to go into the Perception palette with Shayla and ColourPop, and I'm going to go into this shade called Spill the Tea. So it's this shade right here. It's kind of like a rose goldy chrome vibe, and this is what we're going to put on the main portion of the lid, blending into that brighter pink. It's just such a pretty color. This is just going to go more so in the center. And I understand this is not how Beyonce had her thing. Hers is much more glittery. but this is still very, very pretty. Now I do want to deepen it up a little bit in the crease, and so I'm going to go into the shade Admirer in this Kylie Cosmetics collab. It's kind of like just a brown, and I'm going to go back into that Morphe M330 brush, and we're just going to put this out here in the outer corner, in the outer crease. Just because it's not going to be a smoky eye per se, I just really want it to have more of a deeper edge to it. Kind of just like pulls it together out here. And then we're also going to kind of sweep it under the lower lash line out here to kind of just round it out. Just small circles on the outer corner and then in the outer crease. And then we're just going to smoke out that outer lower lash line. And now for the inner part of the eye, I want to go something with I know that we're going to like. So I'm going to go into the shade Unbothered in this palette. And it's like just this white shade in the top corner. It's definitely a highlight shade. It's really pretty. I've been incorporating it more into my looks lately. And so I'm just going to place this in the inner corner and then kind of just blend it into the Spill the Tea color. Now we're going to do what I always do. I'm going to line my waterlines with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On eyeliner in Perversion. Also, I said I don't want to wear a winged liner. I don't want anything blown out. I want it kind of circular how I have it. But because I am going to be putting on fake lashes, I need something for my lashes to kind of look like they blend into. So I'm going to go into this color in the ColourPop collab. I'm going to go into Played Out, which is this chocolatey deep brown down here. And then I'm going to take it with this brush that I normally use for my brows. And I'm just going to, this is like a shade I never use. Like I maybe used it one time. And I'm just going to kind of line the top of my lash line just as I would with eyeliner and just kind of stamp it on. I'm going to go into the shade Culture, which I do understand I could just go back into that Jaclyn Hill palette and use the color we used. I'm just going to go and smoke out the rest of the bottom of the lash line and do it a little bit lower. So that way it kind of matches the same vibe we have at the top, how it goes like deep and then into a softer brown. And we're going to kind of just work it around. I'm going to be going into these lashes. They're a little bit thinner than like my Amy's and everything. They're the House of Lashes Juliet lashes. They're super cheap. They were like $12 and I feel like they work really well. And then I'm also going to put on some mascara, the Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. It's what I've been going back to lately. I haven't used this in a while, but it's been my favorite. So I'm going to go do that and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I just put on my lashes and mascara and I think it's looking really good. Sometimes I almost did leave it like without the fake lashes because it kind of gives you obviously a little bit more of a natural look. But when it's something so strong like this, like a look so booming, you feel like you kind of have to put on those fake lashes for it to make sense as a look. But I feel like I need blush. Like before I continue with anything else, I have to put on blush. And I felt like the perfect color for this is my Bare Minerals blush. Y'all know I've been using the sample size forever in the Natural High. It's just like a shimmery pink with a gold shift. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pink. My lighting seems like really, really bright to the point where I just look like I don't know, like a ghost almost. That's like what I'm getting. Like when I look at the screen, I feel like I look super duper pale. But y'all let me know if that's the case on your end. Now for the highlight, my trick, I'm going to use the Morphe M510 brush. And then I'm going to spritz it with some Morphe setting spray. And then we're going to go into the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder Highlight 01. It's just, y'all have heard me rave about this stuff. I love it. It's one of my favorite highlights ever. And it's just so pretty. So we're going to just apply that. And this is one of those that you can like layer and layer and layer and layer. And it'll just make you look like you're just glowing like a fairy. Also, I'm going to add a little bit more bronzer down the sides of my nose just to contour a little bit more because I felt like it kind of got covered by my concealer and the powder, the cream contour that I used. Just kind of dab over that highlight, make sure it's kind of just set into the skin. I am going to be using the Kylie Cosmetics lip kit, the High Maintenance. Now it's like a pink and I probably could go more of a nude for this look, but I just really want to do pink. One thing I don't like about her lip liners is they just like don't work that well. Like the actual applicator. I like the twisty ones personally. And now I think I want to put a little bit of the Kylie Cosmetics Cocoa K gloss over it to kind of nude it down a little. And then I typically like to go around the edges with like a concealer brush, like over here for instance, where it's kind of rough, and just kind of smooth it. And I didn't overline my lips this time. Not forget the eyebrow highlight. I'm just going to go back into that unbothered color, and then we're going to spritz our face. Okay, last step. Okay guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you really enjoyed this just like easy pink, kind of glammy makeup look, but still just something fun. I haven't done anything that was just like, I don't know, fun in a while, just a makeup look that I just created on the spot. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos 2 to 3 times a week. It's been more like 2 lately because I've been really busy finishing up with school. But yeah, so get in store because we have a long summer ahead of us and a lot of surprises. So yeah, thank you so much for watching once again, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.